You know the biggest difference between a pawn shop and a jewelry store? At a jewelry store, half of what you pay is rent, advertising, the salesgirl's commission, and the printing that velvet box. At a pawn shop, you're paying the someone needs cash right now discount. This isn't a place for poor people. This is the rich person's temporary APM. They pawn jewelry for cash, then go casino, make investments, do the things they don't want to touch their bank account for. A month later, they don't come back, and that ring becomes mine. You call it used? I call it already been bathed. Hey guys, it's your girl Pearl. The unspoken rules of pawn shops. You're negotiating with a mind reader. You walk into a pawn shop thinking, can I find a deal? The pawn shop owner is thinking, can I figure out what you want? Hey, this ring is nice. How much?
This, good eye. Platinum. 0.7 carat. G color. $2,500. You'd pay at least $5,000 for this quality at the mall.
That's a little over my budget.
Then tell me what you want to spend. Give me a number. Let's talk.
You see what he did? He didn't lower the price. He pushed the question back to me. He said, you tell me. He wanted me to bid first so he'd know my bottom line.
Hey, who are you talking to?
If you've ever felt intimidated walking into a pawn shop, hit like. You're not alone. This is pawn shop rule number 1. Never let the owner know what you want first. The less you show you like it, the more room you have to negotiate. The real pricing logic of pawn shops. It might shock you. The pricing logic at a pawn shop is completely different from a jewelry store. A jewelry store's logic is, this design is popular, so it's expensive. A pawn shop's logic is, how many grams of metal is this? What's today's gold price? Where's my profit margin? Platinum is bought by weight at pawn shops. They buy by the gram, sell by the gram. Design, brand, style, none of that really matters. Gold is the same. Pawn shop prices basically follow the market gold price, plus their profit margin, usually about 30% to 50% below retail. A traditional jewelry store price is based on brand, design, marketing, store rent. A pawn shop only looks at the metal's value, weight, purity, and market price, not your story. The same platinum diamond ring might be $5,000 at a jewelry store and $2,500 at a pawn shop. That's not a used discount. That's removing the brand markup. You're not paying for new. You're paying for metal. If it's been worn, I'll clean it and it'll look brand new. Send this to anyone who's looking for jewelry but hates retail prices. Do you know what you should do at a pawn shop? Follow me. Hey, which diamond ring is the cheapest here?
This one, $800, 0.3 carat, platinum.
And then, he gave me the $800, show me the 2001, because I already told him I only want something cheap. I can't blame him. I showed my budget myself.
Hey, again? Who are you talking to? See anything you like?
Not sure yet. Do you have any others? Notice what I did? I didn't name a price. I didn't say what I wanted. I made him bring out all his inventory. The more he shows, the more options have.
Hey, who are you?
I really like this one, but I honestly can't go above $500.
$1,800, that's my final.
I understand well. I'll keep looking, thanks.
Hold on, $150, deal.
When you're ready to walk, that's when they know you're serious. That's how you get the best price. Not everything at a pawn house is worth buying, but there are a few things that are cheaper at a pawn house than anywhere else. Category 1. Platinum. Platinum is seriously undervalued at pawn shops. Because platinum is dense, a gram of platinum takes up less space than a gram of gold, and demand for platinum at pawn shops is lower than gold. Not everyone's looking for platinum, but if you wear platinum, you're wearing something rarer than gold. Category 2. Diamond rings, especially engagement rings. A 1-carat diamond ring at a jewelry store is normally priced around $6,000. At a pawn shop, the same ring could be $2,500 to $3,500. Why? Because pawn shops buy diamonds at wholesale prices, not retail. You're paying that someone needs cash right now discount. Category 3. Old cut diamonds. Old European cut diamonds, the ones with octagonal tables and glitter fire instead of brilliance, are often undervalued at pawn shops. New buyers don't recognize them, but people who know they're worth more. Category 4. Jewelry without a story that's still valuable. Jewelry at a pawn shop doesn't come with a story. It's not packaged as the ring Isabel wore when she eloped. No story markup. You pay for the metal's value and the gem's quality. Save this video. Next time you walk into a pawn shop, you'll know exactly what to look for.
I'd like to propose a theory. I call it the pawn shop value Latency law. The longer a piece of jewelry sits in a pawn shop, the more its value gets disguised as ordinary. Because every customer who walks in is looking for something that looks cheap, not something that's actually valuable. That platinum ring that got overlooked, it's not because it's not valuable, it's because the last person who looked at it didn't recognize platinum. They thought it was white metal. They left, you came. That's the value Latency period. The good stuff has been waiting for you. The last person just didn't know what they were looking at. A pawn shop isn't a dump. It's a place where people let go of things for cash. The person who sold that ring might have just needed to pay rent. The person who bought it might have just been looking for a good deal. You'll never know who its last owner was. And you don't need to. You only need to know one thing. It doesn't mind being worn by you. It only remembers that when you put it on, you were smiling.
Subscribe if you want to learn how to spot value where other people don't look. What's the best thing you've ever found at a pawn shop? Tell me your story in the comments.